What is going on, guys? We are outside for another different video for the sim rig though. We will unfortunately be back inside. It's nice out, nice, and air feels good. But we are here. I have a box from, who's it from? Well, I know who it's from. It's from the homies over at Sim Fab, and super hyped. It's been super anticipated and I can't wait to dig into this. Obviously, if you guys have any idea who Sim Fab is, they make rigs and sick flight sim stuff, and what I'm holding here actually is their, is it upside down?
Yeah, it is.
It's alright. You can read it. You can read it. It's single monitor, so this means that I'll have my monitor actually on a normal stand. As you guys know, in the past, on my old rig, I'm going to show everything. Unfortunately, wire management isn't up to par and I'm going to have to out myself for it, but the other rig, my monitor was mounted to the rig. So once I got the 8NM on that direct drive, it was like everything was just shaking. I was shaking, the wheel was shaking, monitor was shaking. It was too crazy. So I have it sitting on a ledge in front of me, but it's like 3 feet in front of me. So I already don't see that well, so that really doesn't help me out here. So at least now with the monitor stand, it'll be seated right in front. I'm hoping to have it right behind the base, like super dialed, so when I'm in the in-car POV, it looks like you're in the car. You know the deal. I'm gonna get right into it. My assistant.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That's embarrassing.
If that thing was out, it would have stuck.
Alright, ready?
Obviously it won't be together, and we ain't gonna put it together outside. We'll ship me over. Again, on my hands and knees for you guys. Hey, yo. Caution. Had to lower that blade. Make sure you don't stick through it. Well, I actually don't think that cut it at all. Jesus, guys. This is just a pretty valid representation of how my life's going at the moment. Falling apart, but we're keeping it together. Kind of like those flex tape commercials. Alright, let's see here. Box was a little dinged, but not their fault. FedEx probably threw it across the freaking truck, but oh wow, it's already pretty together. So from my prior knowledge, here I am trying to sound smart, made a hole for it, come right through. That's, oops. But yeah, so this is where the seat actually sits, and then there's movement for the middle of where like your feet go and everything. It's packaged super nice. It actually didn't bounce around at all. It just hit the corner, and once again, that definitely wasn't their thing. Oh, nice. So I also have, within here, we have some frame risers. Obviously, I'll show everything as it goes, but these are for your seat here, so you can slide it along your rail, and it just raises it up. So I'm a tall boy, and when you're sitting on the floor completely to drive the sim, it feels a little weird. So that little bit of elevation will make it feel nice. I'll show you guys everything all together, but we'll keep jumping into it.
I don't have it.
Did you guys see that? That bug literally almost took me out.
I think you're saying
That thing just sounded like a race car going by. I like when things are packaged like this. It always makes me excited. So, and I really don't know what to expect. So we got a little baggie here, probably our hardware and stuff. Oh yeah, all labeled. Oh, look at that. Just to, not gonna put these too far, but shows for the setup you have too. I will show you, like I said, probably 10 times now, but I'll show you when we get back inside on my other setup. I actually had to drill some holes with my dad into the base to make the holes for the actual new CSL base line up. So that was a little bit annoying. Here with the Sim Fab one, you're pretty much ready to go. All different options, wheels to move it. Obviously this is all our mounting. I'm not gonna really pull it crazy apart, but your shifter sits. I've sat, my little cousin has one, so I've sat in it and I've messed with the shifter, and it's way stiffer than what I've got. So once again, I already kind of know what I'm going into, but I'm super excited, and I'll be able to show more once we really get into it. Just so the beauty of the packaging. So nice. You would have never known there was all these little pieces in this box. With how many times I've moved this throughout the house, it literally, you don't hear a single thing. Ooh. Is this? I believe so. Is it? No, it's not. It's not the monitor stand.
Music.
I'm silly. I don't think it is. I believe it's just the rest of the pieces. And I saw the label on the outside of the box here too now. I'm feeling stupid, but it's alright, it's alright. It happens. I was excited. I was excited. Either way, they do make a single monitor stand and a triple monitor stand. Like I said, I got to put it all together. For all I know right now, it's just a bunch of pieces and whatnot, but I believe it is what is shown here, because the other one was mounted through the middle of the legs, and I think that the direct drive would have a little bit too much for the one that's right up in the middle of your legs. So I see.
I'm sorry, guys. Isn't that funny?
I'm trying to look for the one that's in the middle of the legs now. I'll put a picture up, but making me sound bad. But either way. Oh yeah, right here. Look, that one has like a bit. That's your stand with your middle of the leg. So these are some of the setups, some of the configurations that you can get and put together. There's, you can put your mouse and keyboard if you want to get all bougie with it, little cup holders and stuff. So I'm not sure if the cups will stay in it, but if you're doing a nice little flight, I don't know, flying out of JFK, you might want a little cup of coffee with you or something. You got an airplane full of people, so it's flight sim. You can't crash a damn plane, Or
can you?
So I'll be back inside. I'll show you guys what I'm currently working with and the new Sim Fab DD kit. We are back in the sim room, I guess you could say, combined all my friggin' hobbies. This is the old setup. I'm gonna be reusing my seat here. This is a Sim Fab open wheeler seat, so it is what you would get if you were to order their kit. I just already had their seat, so I obviously didn't need a seat. And this is my other stand. So my dad, who does fabrication work, he actually made this here, which is adjustable for my old monitor that I had. It was like a Samsung 27 curved, and it mounted from here. But obviously, as you could tell, it's mounted here, so now everything's gonna move all together. I did put it back in here because I did notice that while I was going around turns, this thing was pulling so much like torque, I guess you could say, that I was wheeling each corner of the rig as I was like turning. So I put it in there and it actually stiffened it up slightly. So that just goes to show you that once you step up to these direct drive wheels, your setup kind of just needs to be ready for it, because like even my braking, it flexes so much that having solid braking like with this new rig is gonna be such night and day. It's gonna be so awesome. But I guess this will be enough of me talking here. I'm gonna get into it in this hot room for a couple hours. I'm gonna take this apart. Maybe we'll step in for a couple shots here and there, but I'm gonna pull off all of my new stuff on my old rig and then put my new stuff on my new rig. And I'll see you guys soon. One thing real quick while I'm taking this apart that I thought was worthwhile to tell you guys. If you come over here, I'm gonna try and shimmy this out. If you see here, as I'm sliding this out, I'm gonna go from the back side, but you see on this side, there's already marks as if this screw here was sliding, and in fact, it definitely was, and it was coming loose. Oh, shit. Ah. It might have not been loosened. Are you still rolling?
Yes.
Rage incoming. Oh, it's coming, guys. You see me getting ready. It's coming. So, right. As you could tell. Oh, look at that. Yo. No wonder why it wasn't coming out. All right, so as you could tell, let me see this thing. So, oh my god, look how, let me go the right way up. Look how beveled, holy crap. So, this was a huge issue I was having with this rig. The screw here wasn't staying tightened down, and obviously if I made a hole, then that hole would just ovalize and get worse and worse. So I pretty much just tried using my muscles and yeet it on down as tight as I can, and it started to fail there. Oh shit. So that's hand this back. That is something that it was annoying the absolute heck out of me, because in races or in games like Assetto, braking is everything, and if you miss a beat, you're done. And out of nowhere, my rig would literally be angled like this, so my steering wheel is this way, my seat's this way, my back, I'm all twisted. It was just a shit show. And sometimes I had like 15 minutes left in a race before I could have actually I would call Kasha over from the other room, and I would just scooch my butt up and she would push it from the back, and we'd have to knock it back in, and I'd sit there and crank it down and get red and really angry over it. So I'm glad that doesn't have to happen anymore, but we'll see if I have anything else. But until then, I'll see you. We are back. It might be the next day, might not be the next day. You guys will never know. Just a couple of seconds for them, that's the good part. But we are here. The rig is fully together. I'm super, super stoked. So I will say off the bat, this is why it's very, very, very important to read, kids. This was not the single monitor, but I will be purchasing that, or actually I would like to go triples eventually, so they do make a triple monitor stand. So if you are interested in that, still check it out. But this was actually their direct drive conversion kit, which,
Eventually.
Yes, this is their direct drive conversion kit, which actually makes the rig come up and over like this, and it adds a couple more points down below on the bottom here. You pop these out. So I'm assuming it's for structure because these new direct drive bases are getting very strong. But I did want to try it out with their regular, I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll put up what this version's called from their website. Hey everyone, it's Editor Matt here. I just wanted to step in and clear this up because I had mixed it up a couple times in the video and I didn't want to put a long pause to read. What I am running at the current moment is their Gen 3 modular racing sim cockpit. And Gen 3 just meaning it's their third generation of making changes and putting extra things to stiffen, like in the braking area underneath there by the pedals. What I got and did not put on yet as well is the DD modular racing sim cockpit. So you can buy them either way. And I'm assuming if you already have the other one, you can add the DD kit as an add-on. You know, eventually I'm sure it's sold that way too. You can get it right off the bat, the DD kit, or the other one that way. And I will just say it has been super stiff. It's felt great, but the one thing I do run into, my knee, my left leg where I brake and whatnot, I'm sure you could see the pole's right in the middle. So when you're running a full pedal box, you'll definitely run into that issue. So just keep that in mind, and that's it. But overall, I mean, even just sitting in it, pushing the brakes, it's not like squeaking, it's not moving. Like even just sitting, my chair always shifted, my pedal shifted. Like I guess from here I'm just gonna finish plugging everything back in, and I'll be behind the wheel to continue telling you some more about it and the things that I love.